Well, today is September 1st, Saturday, September 1st. Now you hear that noisy calf in there? That's number 31 that I got on the 30th, on Thursday, I believe it was, on the 30th. Got calf number 31. And he's pretty noisy. He got away on me yesterday morning. It was pouring rain here all day yesterday. And yesterday morning he broke his little clasp on his rope. And he was hanging around here on the other side of the thing here. And that bugger, he jumped in between the back of the box there and over top of all that junk back there. And come through here. No, he went through between the other side of the cooler here and the tractor, and he took off back that way. And I see the cow way down there. See the cow way down there. And he ended up going all the way down, across the hydro line, down to the main property line, down over there, back up between the barns, back up there, back through here. Went down by that green trailer down there, and down over there and up the hydro line about 300 yards and into the bush. And I couldn't get close to him no how. As soon as I got anywhere near him, he would run like hell for 100 yards or more before he would stop. Sorry for all the jumping on the camera here, but I'm trying to do 5 things at once here. And finally, when I got up to the far end of the hydro line up there and he's in the bush, I thought, I can't get anywhere near him, and you know, my back is bad, and I was pretty near wiped right out. I was soaking wet right to my butt. My shoes and everything were soaking wet. And what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? So I just sat up on top of the hill there and I listened to him beller in the bush. I was trying to coax him with his milk pail there, and that wasn't working. So I came back to the house here and I got a milk bottle that I use to feed when I have a really sick calf, which I've only been once in the last 2 years I've had to use it. And no way could I get close to him. As soon as he'd see me, he'd run like crazy, like a deer. So I sat up there on the hydro line and I could hear him bellowing in the bush there between the hydro line and the pipeline way over there. So I sat on top of the hill up there. I sat up on top of the hill there and I just tried to catch my breath and get my back and legs to quit throbbing and aching from trying to climb through that waist-high grass down there. And I sat there. Ooh, Piggy just got shocked by the electric wire. And after about an hour sitting up on the hill there, I seen him come out of the bush. Oh, somewhere's down around here someplace. He'd walk through the inside of the bush all the way back down here. And then he got on the road there on the hydro line, and he ran all the way back almost to the property line back there. And then he cut across into the property here, and he come across the field on an angle, and he came up right here at the corner of the house, and he came over right to his box here, and he went on the back side here again, and he hung around there for the longest time. So I went in the house. I figured, okay, because the other cows were right here. Oh, there's a Bessie is right down there. Huh, they're kind of spread out today. Some are way down there by the road. Bessie's here. Hey Bessie, you all by yourself today? Hey, are you all by yourself? Oh, you got another, oh, that white heifer's down there. I see that. So some are across the ravine and some are on this side of the ravine. Yeah, so then I came out here a little while later, and I think it was around 10:30, and he was in the stall here. And I just walked up to him and I put his rope on him again and got him tied up in there. So there's number 31. This is number 29 that we first got. And we got 31 on August the 30th. And so I put a heavier clasp on him. And you know, that darn guy there, he's the easiest one to teach to feed. The first night I had him here, it took me 2.5 hours. It took me quite a while that first night to get him to drink, because he kept wanting to put his head up in the air instead of down in the pail, and I kept forcing his head down, and as soon as his freaking lips would touch the milk, he'd jump his head back up and put his head straight up in the air. Oh boy, I just got head butted right between the legs. Yep. Thanks, mister. Yes. I know you want your milk. Okay, but you didn't eat much of your grain. So, yeah, so after about 2.5 hours struggling with him, he was finally got him sucking on my finger in the milk. And then he started to just about mutilate my finger in his mouth. And I couldn't figure out why. And he was just chomping down on me, and freaking my finger was hurting. And then I realized he was trying to spit my finger out of his mouth. So I pulled my finger out, and he was off and drinking on his own, 100%. And he's been that way ever since. So that's how fast he got trained to drink on his own. Oh, look at that. You guys aren't making it easy for me, are you? So that's how fast he got trained. What? Yeah. Things are always harder to do one hand. So there's some milk for the two of them. Ugh. Ow, it's my foot you stepped on. So they both go at the same bucket. That's how fast he was trained. Number 31. He was 10 days old also when I got him. The problem is that clasp is so big it's hanging up on the pail on him. I can't get his head down far enough to put it up on top. Yeah, he was the easiest to teach to start eating on his own. I think he's getting his nose in a little bit too deep every once in a while. That's why because I can hear him blow bubbles out of his nose. Yeah, when he was loose though yesterday, I couldn't get. As soon as he saw that I was 50 feet or so behind him, he would just freaking bolt off as fast as he could go. And I thought for sure if I kept following him that he would tire out and give in, but no way. He just kept motoring. Well, we'll get some feed for the cow steers here. Oh. You know, but I got soaked right to my butt yesterday with him because that grass down there on that hydro line is so thick. It's all mud in there today, eh, guys? Like, look at how much they've rooted that up, eh? Like, I don't feed these pigs here till like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So that way they got time to root around and look for their own food when they're hungry in the morning for a while before they fill up on grain and just go to sleep. And let's see if I can do this one-handed here. There we go. Just like vacuum cleaners. I usually don't feed them like this, but because they're right here, I feed them like this when they're right here in the morning when I'm feeding everybody else. Otherwise, they all start screaming, and I don't feel like walking all the way down the hill to put it in their feeder. So, but they clean it all off the ground right there. And the pigs are screaming at me because they want their feed. What am I going to do with you guys? I don't have my boots on to walk in there. I don't have my boots on to walk in there. So, oh. Get the hog grower here, the pigs. Oh, you know, overcast day again today. She rained all day yesterday. My hydro even went out for I don't know how long, because I fell asleep yesterday afternoon, and I woke up at 5 o'clock or 5:30, and I had no hydro, so I don't know what time the hydro went off. And no piggies got out of the electric wire. Okay, you guys, here you go. Whatever they trample into the mud, they'll dig out of it and eat it. And the cows, steers are over there still chomping on the grain over there. And these guys are still doing whatever. I gotta put a swivel on number 29 there because I see he's twisting his rope up like crazy. I don't have a snap swivel on him, so I have to get a snap swivel on him. I had to put a snap swivel on 31 there when I first got him because, oh, look at how he hit the electric wire, eh? His back end just, her back end spun around and hit the wire there, and she got zapped in the butt. Yeah, I'll do a video another day. I got my boots on there, and you can see how tore up they got the whole place down there. You swear to God that a two-bottom paw went through the whole place. You see how this one's twisting his rope up here? I gotta put a swivel on her, or him. What are you doing with my fingers, eh? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Eh? Did you guys eat all your... Oh, you didn't eat the calf starter in there. There's still quite a bit of calf starter in there yet. Yeah? Okay. So that's the newest that came. Another one should be coming next week. Oh! You bugger. Another headbutt. That one, he got me right in the hip, front of the hip. Yeah. Yeah. That bugger, he gave me a hard time yesterday. I had to keep track of him because if you don't, I was afraid that sometimes when they're young like that, and he was only here for like a day and a half when he got loose, and wasn't sure if he knew where home was, and when the other steers come running over to see him in the field over there, he made a mad dash down into the pond down there and bellowing, but he bellers whether he's been fed or not, and he's loud. He just bellers. He's going to be like that white heifer down there. She was noisy as hell, and she still is. She's quieted down, mind you, in the last few months. A white heifer there on the far right-hand side. She bellers every once in a while still, but she used to beller like crazy, just like him. Did you guys clean up all your grain? Eh? You had cracked corn and rolled barley. Oh yeah, you cleaned it pretty well up. Some dust there to lick up. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a great big fox when I was messing around with that calf, and I didn't have the gun with me. And so that was a missed opportunity. Hey guys, you all happy now? We gotta put some straw in there for you. We got a bale of straw right there for bedding, because being they're getting bigger here now, they're making bigger messes, and the shavings just doesn't cut it. And at $7 a bale for shavings, it's too expensive. And I get that straw for $30 a bale. And there's many, many bales of shavings in that bale of straw compared to what you get in that little, what is it, 1 point something or 2 point something cubic feet of shavings. That's a whole bag in there of shavings, believe it or not. I'll put some straw in there today. I'll tether these guys out here in this alfalfa. There's alfalfa, and there's some foxtail in there, and some clover. I'll tether them to tires. Like I had number 29 tethered to that tire there the other day when I went to go pick up number 31. And I had him tethered, 29 tethered there. Well, I took this box on that trailer, and I went to go get 31, and he was tethered there all afternoon. That's why you can see it's been trampled down, because he was all through there. He wasn't really eating a whole lot, but he was nipping some leaves off and eating them. But I'll tether them out there this afternoon when I shovel this mess out of here and put some straw in there. I put the mineral block in there, and this one here, because this one here was licking the walls and everything, so I put that mineral block on there, and he went to town on that mineral block for a good 20 minutes yesterday, and probably longer. I'm going to put a swivel on him too. So, okay, people, have a great day, and I'm hoping it doesn't rain, so maybe I can do something today. I blew my main brake line of my truck, so I got to crawl under there and take it out. And I have rolls of bulk brake line, and I'm hoping this one here, I'm hoping that this one here is the right size. It's 1/4 inch, this one, I think. I'm hoping this roll is the right size. Oh, that's 2 there. I hope there's 12 feet in there to do the length of the truck. Well, if not, I can couple them together. I got the flaring tools and everything. So right now I got no back brakes. I've been losing brake fluid for the last month and having to fill up the reservoir. And I'd pump the brake pedals. I couldn't see any wetness anywhere around the frame or anywhere around any of the wheel cylinder, nothing. And it was like every few days I was filling up the reservoir for brake fluid because it would be right bone dry. But where it rotted out was right at the bracket at the rear end where it transfers over to the rubber flex hose on the rear end, and it was just spraying straight out onto the road. But what I don't understand is when I would pump it in the driveway and look for it, I couldn't find it. It never showed no leak. But when I went to go get number 31 on the straw, as I was crossing Mud Lake Road, this dog ran out in front of me out of a driveway, big German Shepherd, and I had a jam on the brakes, and I started to skid all 4 wheels, and then all of a sudden just the front driver's side wheel was skidding. And when I got to the farmer's place there, and I was waiting for him to load this bale of hay on before we went to go get the calf, I noticed behind my truck there was a stream of brake fluid, and I thought, there you go, you bugger. So the hole must have been just small and just misting out of there every time I stepped on the brake, so it wasn't really showing on the ground until it finally blew open a 1/8 inch hole right in the line. And I can't just cut it and flare it because I tried with a pair of vice grips to cut the line off, and it didn't take no pressure at all, and the freaking line just crumbled even a foot away from where the hole was. And I just changed that line about 10 years ago, and it's gone again. But that's the good old salt that they use on this Ontario, Canada highways. Okay, everybody, take care. And again, if you can help support to feed these animals, to help feed others in need, please use the PayPal link below for any donations. Thank you, and have a great day.